Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor and welcome to some Lumphini Garden Conquest Size Large. I just joined this server and the worst thing possible could be happening. We have B and our gimme flag, the flag closest to our deployment, is being challenged and flashing. Getting those 2 kills cleared it off, but what would have happened if they would have gotten A? Our guys were zerging their tits off trying to hold B and push C. More than likely, they would have gotten back rage and we would have been all capped. Your gimme flag is very important no matter what map it is. It's very important to hold that because that's your safety valve. And if you don't have it, make sure you get it. So many times I watch conquest maps play out where the armor drives right past the gimme flag and the infantry run right past the gimme flag when we don't have it. Well, what can happen? That's a spawn point for the enemies. You just drove your tank by it, guess what? You're probably getting a couple RPGs right in the ass and you just blew that minute and a half spawn timer if it's on a stock timer. The gimme flag also allows you to push out and fan out usually to a B and a D flag. Of course, the Zerg is going to push in a straight line. That's what they usually do. So if you have A, they're going to push straight to C. The guys that have C are going to push straight to A. But guess what? If you have A, you can spread out. There's tons of cover, and you can flank these guys sitting there just kind of zerging their tits off. And that's what usually happens on this map. You get a couple little side fights going on, but the majority of the time, if the other team isn't stuck on E, or if they aren't stuck on B, the majority of the fighting is right around A, C, the D. You can set up this little triangle as I'm going to pick up the 50 cal with the rangefinder that I most certainly will not use. So this entire time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to guard this station, something I don't normally do. Usually my time is comprised of quickly getting to somebody's cap point, getting on burn, and trying to kill everybody on it and make sure they don't get back on it. If I die, I'll then spawn on a flashing flag that I need to defend, or a squad mate or team member who might have followed me over there to try to contest that. It's so easy to get solo caps in this game because a lot of times people don't spawn back to defend. And then when you get that solo cap, what did you just open up for your team? What flag did you take? Is it a great flag to push some back caps of theirs, their gimme flag? Or can you blow up the flag that has the majority of their enemy players, quickly shifting the dynamic of the round at that given moment? Every time you save a flag or cap a flag, you're giving your team more opportunities or more angles to work from. Crossfire is your biggest friend. Now, right now, we got a motion sensor ball out. How many people on the platform are actually paying attention? It looks like maybe 3. How many are camping their tits off, simply looking down range, trying to pick an easy recon kill? Not enough people look at their minimap. That is your biggest friend, which most certainly can be aided by the bush wookies and the bolt actions that are set up here. And that's something that I see all the time. And here's a question for you guys. How often do you see the actual recon that you know has a tugs, has a mav, or something that's more practical like a motion sensor ball, actually use them? This is information that can not only help you save your ass so that you don't get back rage, but also win attacking flags. This is something I'm always looking for as I quick switch to C4. Try to get a quick C4 kill as I tickle him with the deagle. I'm sure the C4 did the majority of the damage there. But that's something that I'm always fighting for. When I play recon, whether it's with a carbine or bolt action, I'm usually going to cat flags. I'm always out of motion sensors, even when I switch my perks. When I switch my perks so I have 5 or 6 of those guys, I'm always on the look for the bag. Because that is my biggest tool, my biggest friend when I'm attacking or defending a flag. Whenever you're capping a flag, you got to fight your way in, and people aren't going to crouch walk or prone crawl. That's the only way you're not going to show up on a tugs, a mav, or of course the pokeballs. You're also going to hear the audio cues. So not only do you have to fight your way into that cap point, that burn area, but then you got to put the walls of the fort up and make sure you don't let them back to either equal your burn, right? Or win it back entirely. If they slowly start wiping you out, they're definitely going to win it back. And it's something I just don't see enough of. So if you are a bolt action recon, if you rock the tugs, if you rock the motion sensors, make sure you throw them out. If you're playing maps where you're playing the same corner, like Metro or Locker, just put one down right around the corner where it can't get airbursted or simply killed by an RPG. You'll be amazed at how much not only helps your team, but grants you points. You get points every time somebody gets a kill and they're showing up because of your motion sensor or your tugs. And here's something else that really helps out. Do you hate claymores? Do you hate C4? Do you hate M2 slams? Guess what shows up every time you throw down a motion sensor? Or even a mav, whether you're spamming Q or not, when it's blipping. That's right. All of that stuff shows up. This can be one of the most productive classes in the game, but it depends on how you play it. If you aren't using all the tools of the trade, not only are you doing a disservice to your team, but you're gimping yourself and your actual setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little streak, me trying to defend the platform, but the writing is on the wall. We're going to lose A and quickly get the piss beat out of us. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.